According to the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, nearly every person in Africa eats around 80 kilograms of cassava a year, making it one of the most important staples grown across the continent. However, in many countries, the lack of quality seed cassava and the prevalence of disease have meant the quality and quantity of cassava grown have become significantly reduced in recent years. In the West African nations of Benin and Ghana, however, things are looking up. Monsieur Bertin Monchot, a Beninese farmer who produces seed cassava, explains how the funding from the European Union's food facility is helping.
C'est après les recherches de la station de recherche qu'on a reçu les plants travaillés au laboratoire, qui sont appelés les vitroplans. Pourquoi? C'est pour augmenter le rendement, diminuer les différentes maladies que rencontre le manioc.
Those vitro plants are the genetically pure, improved and resistant varieties that form the basis of the regional level research and development effort in which Mr. Monchot participates. They are a key contribution to the production of quality seed cassava at scale. Research and development is particularly important for the cassava seed chain and has seen progress across the continent. This higher yielding graft in Madagascar or the work in Burundi to produce the disease-resistant variety have been important steps in the improvement of this vital crop. And it is the entire seed chain that the EU's €1 billion food facility is supporting in Benin and Ghana. Here in Benin, the National Institute for Agricultural Research, or INRAB, is the country's primary research and development agency, and the director is Dr. Adjanahun, who outlines their expectations for the seed chain.
La facilité alimentaire a pour objectif de créer cette chaîne-là, de façon à ce que nous dépendions l'un de l'autre, nous exigions l'un de l'autre, et nous donnions satisfaction à l'un et l'autre.
Dr. Ahan Hanzo is in charge of the very first link in the chain, biotechnology labs at Cotonou's Université d'Abomey-Calavi, home to one of the continent's foremost research institutes. These labs will be refurbished with EUFF money, because he is charged with eventually producing 1 million genetically healthy breeder plants for reproduction at the country's primary research sites.
C'est à partir d'un fragment végétal ou bien de cellules qu'on a obtenu cette planture-là, de manioc qu'on appelle vitroplan. C'est ce qu'on appelle vitroplan. En un an, de cette seule planture-là, on pouvait avoir 60 000 plantures identiques.
Quand les vitroplans sortent, ils sont tout petits, tout fragiles. Nous les récupérons et nous les mettons dans une mini-serre.
At INRAB, the vitro plants are grown in special conditions until they are strong enough to produce cuttings for multiplication. And once healthy and resistant varieties are developed, in Benin and also in Ghana, they are passed on to secondary multipliers like Bertin Monchot, who are trained to grow the healthy plants required for the stalks for reproductive cuttings.
Nous approvisionnons M. Bertin et tous ses camarades en boutures de base de qualité. Et nous allons suivre avec la DAGRI pour qu'eux aussi puissent produire les boutures certifiées de qualité.
In Ghana too, cultivation of staples like cassava, upon which the poorer rely, is still too costly and unproductive. Here then it is food facility supported reproduction techniques of the cassava stalks that have been the subject of development at the country's research site, managed by Dr. Aaron Akwaya.
When you take the cereals, take example maize for instance, you can have a multiplication ratio of about 300 or more. But when you pick cassava for instance, for the whole year you can have a multiplication ratio of about 8, between 8 to 10. So there must be a way of overcoming this particular problem.
The answer is the rapid multiplication technique developed here, whereby all parts of the cassava stalk are used to produce new plants, as well as an even faster method of creating the right conditions in a large plastic bag.
After 5 days, you have sprouts. After 5 days, the mini stems will all be sprouting. So you can see from here, we have some sprouts here already.
Using improved varieties like those developed in Benin and quicker methods of producing planting material from Ghana has reduced crop cycles and improved yields.
Une fois que le producteur est capable de recevoir les semences de qualité, il est capable aussi de produire en quantité et en qualité pour satisfaire le monde rural. Donc, la facilité européenne nous a apporté un grand appui pour que la production ne se rabaisse plus.
Research in Benin and development in Ghana will help not just their own countries address the issues of the seed chain and reproduction rates respectively, but this is also information to share at a regional level and beyond, so that people across the entire continent can continue improving cassava production and therefore food security on a much bigger scale.